the dense forests of Russia have increasingly become a refuge for wild boars. These adaptable animals take advantage of every opportunity to forage, often disturbing the land and causing growing concern among local communities. As a response, organized hunting teams are deployed both during the day and at night with the objective of managing this expanding population and protecting agricultural areas. A hunting operation begins as the team drives deep into the forest. Upon arrival, they disperse across the terrain, carefully searching for signs of recent wild boar activity. The barking of a trained hunting dog soon breaks the silence, indicating that a target has been located. One team member advances and spots a large boar in close proximity, surrounded by the dogs. A carefully aimed shot is fired, and the animal is quickly neutralized. This marks the beginning of a coordinated effort. In another part of the forest, the team records another successful interception. When a boar enters the marksman's line of sight, a series of synchronized shots are discharged. The animal is swiftly brought down, further contributing to the team's ongoing mission to safeguard the environment and farmland. At the edge of the woodland, a vigilant team member observes the surroundings. A wild boar darts through the undergrowth and is promptly spotted. A single, precise shot is enough to bring it down, demonstrating the team's preparedness and the efficiency of their methods. Moving from day to night, the next operation unfolds in a cultivated field where a herd of wild boars has been observed causing damage. The team adopts a strategic formation around the area. As the animals begin to forage, one of the hunters identifies the lead boar. Once it enters the targeting range, a series of shots are fired. Several boars are quickly neutralized, with only one managing to escape. The field is left scattered with evidence of the intense nighttime pursuit, highlighting the efforts made to protect the crops. Using infrared binoculars, another team member detects a herd in the distance. Targeting the largest individual, a single shot is taken, and the boar collapses immediately. The rest of the herd flees into the darkness, startled but mostly unharmed. Meanwhile, on the eastern edge of the field, another group of wild boars is spotted. The team member selects an optimal firing position and begins to take careful shots. One by one, the animals are immobilized, resulting in a controlled and effective outcome. Although the night concludes with notable success, the broader challenge remains. Wild boars reproduce at a rapid rate, and each controlled incident only represents a small step in managing the overall population. Still, each well-executed operation contributes to protecting farmland and reducing pressure on local residents. In various rural areas, wild boars continue to damage crops and unsettle farming communities. In response, experienced teams are formed to actively manage the population and prevent further impact. These efforts require a combination of skill, coordination, and timing. Early in the morning, at around 5 a.m., another team travels to a location known for recent wild boar activity. Upon reaching the site, they work closely with a trained group of hunting dogs to track and contain the animals. Soon, a large boar is seen attempting to escape the encirclement. A precise shot brings the animal down, halting its escape. As the operation continues, additional shots are fired, each one marking a step toward restoring balance in areas previously affected by frequent wild boar disturbances. While the immediate results are promising, sustainable long-term management will require ongoing effort and vigilance. Through each carefully planned response, both the environment and agriculture benefit. These operations serve not only to protect livelihoods but also to maintain ecological balance, illustrating how responsible wildlife control plays a critical role in rural land management. On the slopes of Morven, a tense pursuit unfolded as a hunting team lay in wait, strategically positioned to intercept any movement. A wild boar soon appeared, beginning to damage the nearby crops. Before the animal could cause further destruction, the team responded immediately. The first shot made contact, yet the boar, driven by instinct, began to flee uphill in a desperate attempt to escape. Tracking its trail, one of the hunters followed closely. When the target briefly paused and became visible again, a well-aimed shot brought it down swiftly. The pursuit ended, and the risk to the crops in that area was neutralized. Meanwhile, in the Ardennes forest, a growing wild boar population has become a significant challenge, threatening agricultural activity and the safety of local residents. A coordinated hunting effort was underway, aiming to manage the situation effectively. Before the animals could retreat deeper into the forest, a series of rapid, well-timed shots were fired. Some wild boars were quickly immobilized, while others scattered into the woods. Shortly afterward, additional gunfire was heard from another location within the forest, reinforcing the team's presence and the seriousness of the effort. These coordinated actions conveyed a clear message: this area could no longer serve as a safe zone for unregulated foraging. A sudden signal came from one team member. Movement in the undergrowth alerted the group to the presence of a target. A single, immediate gunshot was followed by a charge from the hunting dogs, which quickly surrounded the boar, preventing escape. It was a textbook example of a carefully executed ambush. Soon after, loud barking from deeper in the forest confirmed another sighting. A boar burst from the brush, unaware of the danger ahead. A shot was fired with precision, ending the pursuit instantly. Additional shots from nearby positions concluded the operation. With the area secured, peace returned once more to the forest, and the immediate threat to local agriculture was removed. Across various regions, wild boars continue to impact farmlands by uprooting crops, damaging soil structure, and causing extensive financial losses. These animals, known for their strong tusks and resilience, pose a recurring challenge. They frequently move between dense forests and cultivated fields, prompting organized responses aimed at protecting rural livelihoods. Efforts to manage this population are ongoing, involving teams equipped with experience, coordination, and appropriate tools. One such team commenced their early morning operation at 6 a.m., arriving in a harvested field where recent wild boar activity had been reported. Upon arrival, the team took up their designated positions. Shortly after, a dark silhouette appeared, foraging across the open ground. A marksman observed the animal through binoculars, adjusted his stance, and fired a precise shot. The boar collapsed instantly, reducing the immediate threat to the area. As the team prepared to continue, movement in the tall reeds indicated another presence. The barking of a dog confirmed it. Moments later, a wild boar emerged. A second shot was fired, bringing the animal down with accuracy and speed. Simultaneously, on the eastern edge of the field, another boar crossed the designated observation points, unaware of the ambush ahead. As it moved closer, a precise shot was fired, and the animal fell immediately. The threat to that section of farmland was effectively neutralized. Elsewhere, in a densely wooded area, another team had taken up position earlier in the day. One member, assigned to block potential escape routes, carefully observed the terrain. Minutes later, gunfire erupted from the opposite side as another wild boar raced through the crossfire. The observer quickly adjusted his aim and responded. A series of accurate shots followed. The animal was brought down before it could disappear into the forest. In a nearby location, another marksman had also identified a target and prepared to engage. As a wild boar moved through an opening between dense bushes, the opportunity was seized. A single, well-placed shot brought the animal down instantly. From multiple positions around the forest, coordinated gunfire followed. Each direction marked another success for the team working to reduce the threat. This coordinated hunt provided timely protection for the surrounding community, preventing further damage caused by the animals. In regions along the Mediterranean, particularly Calcerola Hill, wild boars have inflicted extensive destruction. Thick underbrush offers them ideal cover, and the resulting agricultural damage has reached millions of dollars in value. At this location, a hunting team began operations before sunrise. A layer of mist lingered across the hillside as the team moved into position. Trained hunting dogs carefully searched the terrain, sniffing through grass and undergrowth in pursuit of tracks. Suddenly, movement was detected within the brush, a familiar dark figure attempting to flee. The team leader took careful aim, waited for the target to fully emerge, and then fired. The large animal collapsed on the spot, effectively neutralizing the threat. With one decisive shot, the damage to Calcerola's farmland was halted. In another effort, A small team navigated narrow, winding forest trails in rugged off-road vehicles. Upon reaching a promising site, the group quickly dispersed to begin tracking. As one member moved closer to an area of interest, a teammate's gunshot rang out, followed by the sudden appearance of a wild boar darting past. Remaining composed, the hunter held position and responded with a controlled series of shots. Each one followed the animal's rapid movements until it was brought down on the forest floor. In such high-pressure moments, success depends on calm decision-making and precise execution. The forested terrain in Transylvania presented one of the most demanding conditions for such encounters. From there, the mission continued southeast into Calabria, southern Italy, a region known for its rugged landscape. These mountainous areas provide ample hiding places for wild boars, which continued to impact crops across the region. By 6 a.m., another team had arrived quietly. The hunters carefully spread out, using the natural contours of the land to conceal their positions. From across the valley, one of them spotted a lone wild boar, calmly foraging. The animal remained unaware of the approaching danger. A round was chambered, the shot was lined up, and the trigger pulled. The result was immediate. With no need for further pursuit, the situation was handled efficiently with a single, well-timed action. Elsewhere, another team advanced into a more densely forested zone. Rather than relying on open clearings or elevated ground, they chose to move deeper into the tangled heart of the woods, where visibility is low and escape paths for wildlife are abundant. Within minutes of taking position, a movement in the distance confirmed their preparation was not in vain. As the figure came closer, a precise shot ended the approach. The operation was carried out with accuracy and minimal disturbance. Meanwhile, another group, supported by a team of experienced hunting dogs, searched through thick brush. These dogs played a crucial role in tracking and flushing out wild boars concealed within the dense cover.